All right, guys, it is that time again. Today is New Comic Book Day. Today is April 4th, 2018, and we're about to head to the world of Kingdom Comics to check out the books that are on my pull list and also check out the hot picks for this week. This week starts the new Batman story arc called Something Blue, which is beginning the story arc of Batman and Catwoman and preparing for their marriage that's coming up. I'm actually really stoked about this book and looking forward to seeing where this series is going to go and see where Batman's going to go. This book starts the preparation of them getting married and putting their lives together in Gotham. And as we all know, things can go really crazy in Gotham really fast. So this book should be a great story arc. Definitely suggest you get into it if you haven't already been reading Batman. Batman's been really good recently. 2 covers this week. One is by Mikel Janin. The other is by Joelle Jones. One features the Batman cover, which is by Mikel Janin. The other cover, it features Catwoman in her wedding dress. That's by Joelle Jones. Definitely want to check that book out. Also, this week, the New Mutants Dead Souls issue 2 is in stores. I'm picking that up. I've been a long-time fan of the New Mutants, and the new series where they're fighting the paranormal is absolutely crazy. It was kind of set up to let new fans get introduced to the New Mutants prior to the movie that was supposed to be coming out, but we all know at this time the movie's been put on hold until 2019. I definitely suggest this book for both longtime fans of New Mutants and for fans that don't know anything at all about the New Mutants. It's going to give you a big backstory and tell you all about the New Mutants. Definitely a good series to get into. And if you like paranormal, it's even better. Also, we're going to be picking up Iron Fist this week. Normally not in my pull list, but Iron Fist is currently crossing over into the Doctor Strange Damnation series, which has been really great. Basically, Doctor Strange tried to resurrect Lost Vegas, and in doing so, Mephisto got angry and is taking souls from everyone to take over the world for even the smallest sin. And Wong has been tasked to put together a group of heroes to fight Mephisto, which features Iron Fist, Ghost Rider, Man-Thing, Blade, and Moon Knight. Great series. Also, Dr. Voodoo is involved as well, since he is tied to Man-Thing. Definitely a series you want to check out. The Damnation series has been great. It is Doctor Strange. It goes over into Ghost Rider. It is also going to be featuring Iron Fist and Blade. So definitely a series you want to pick up if you're a fan of any of those characters in the Marvel Universe. So also Image Comics Analog #1 is out today. I may check that out. I'm not very familiar with that series. I'm going to maybe give it a look and see if I'm into it, maybe add it to the pull list. So let's go ahead and get this journey underway. And as usual, we'll be talking to either Albert or Stan this week about what the hot picks are that you need to be adding to your pull list. Let's get this journey started. All right, guys, we have arrived at the store and we are walking in right now.
The books of the week to me are Amazing Spider-Man 798, which is the first true appearance of Red Goblin in the comic, and Superman 44, which is the finale of a very wonderful Bizarro story.
All right, and here's some of your releases from DC this week. Make sure you check out each one of these books. All right, guys, and these are the new picks from Marvel this week. A couple of new options you got. All New Wolverine, X-Men Gold, The New Mutants Dead Souls, which I definitely suggest picking up, and Amazing Spider-Man number 798. New Comic Book Day, April 4th, 2018. We have got back to HQ after our awesome trip to meet our friends at Kingdom Comics to pick up this week's pull list. I'm going to go over some great books for you that I picked up that I think you should be reading and you need to be adding to your pull list, and then you can make the decision to add these books or not. But these are what I'm reading right now, what I think are great books, and think that they've got some wonderful storylines right now. This week we picked up Batman number 44. This is the start of the Something Blue story arc. The cover I have is the cover with Batman, something old, something new. The other cover is a cover with Catwoman that says something borrowed, something blue, which is the story arc name. The covers are done by Mikel Janin and Joelle Jones, and there are 2 separate covers, one for the Catwoman, one for Batman. This is going to follow Batman and Catwoman on parallel but separate storylines as they prepare for the wedding of themselves together and they prepare for their new life together in Gotham. And as we know, everything can go crazy and wrong in a moment's notice in Gotham. Great read. You need to get in on Batman if you have not been reading. This series is only getting better. Definitely get in while you can. Also this week, Justice League number 42. Talked about this book. It is more of the Justice Lost series, where last week we had some just tremendously huge scenes happen in book number 41 with the Wrath of the Red Lion and his battle with Cyborg and Wonder Woman and Superman as they protected refugees in a foreign land. Last week's book was ridiculous. There was just so much going on. I definitely suggest you get in on Justice League right now. This series is so good. The storylines and the story arcs are just will blow you away. If you're a Wonder Woman fan, this book is pivotal for you. You need to be reading this book. Overall, Justice League has been great. In June, one of my favorite writers, Mr. Scott Snyder, is going to be taking over Justice League. He was on Batman for a long time. One of my just all-time favorites, and I can't wait to see what he does with the characters in the Justice League and with Earth's Mightiest Heroes. This is just a great read so far, and when Scott Snyder gets on board, it's just going to propel this book to the next level. Get on Justice League if you're not reading this book. Also, if you are a New Mutants fan, you need to get into the New Mutants books. Dead Souls. Dead Souls follows the New Mutants as they're checking out and inspecting these paranormal events that are happening. And it's been a great read so far. If you're a longtime fan of the series, this is going to be great for you. If you're a new fan to New Mutants and you don't know a lot about the New Mutants, this is a great time to jump on because this book describes all of the characters to you. You get reintroduced to them, or for the first time you get introduced to them, so you know who's who and where they stand in the X-Men / other universes. So definitely you need to check this book out. Also this week, Amazing Spider-Man number 798. The first appearance in the universe of the Red Goblin. We've been waiting on this. This book is huge. Stores are selling through this book as fast as they can. Most stores have a 1 book per customer limit. I know Kingdom did. Get this book if you're a Spider-Man fan. If you've been following this series, you need to get this while you can because this book is going to sell out. It's going to be gone, and you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't get on this. Also, I went into the back issues this week and picked up Scarlet Spider. This is a tie-in for the Damnation series. It ties in Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider into the Damnation storyline with Doctor Strange. Definitely a good book to read and catch up on if you're reading Damnation. If you're not reading Damnation, you may want to skip this one, like I said, as it is a tie-in book, and it's not going to have a lot for you. So only pick up this book if you are reading the Damnation series. Also, we talked about X-Men Red. Finally, the guys got my copy of X-Men Red number 1. Totally awesome cover with this. This book is great. Book number 1 in this series is wonderful. If you're not reading X-Men Red, go ahead and add this to your pull list. Books number 1 and 2 are in stores right now. Book number 3 is coming next week, which is going to feature the introduction of a lot of our favorite characters, but an all-time favorite in Gambit makes his appearance next week. Also, the last book for this week is Doctor Strange's Damnation number 1. The Damnation series of Doctor Strange has been wonderful. If you haven't picked up this series and you're a fan of Doctor Strange, a fan of Blade, if you're a fan of Man-Thing, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, pick this book up. This series is going to be great. It's a story run in Doctor Strange. It's a one-off series. There's other books that are tying in, like a Scarlet Spider tie-in, and Iron Fist. I forgot Iron Fist is in the book as well. I'm sorry. Iron Fist. There's an Iron Fist book that came out this week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick it up because they're sold out. So apparently, that book is so amazing that Kingdom Comics sold out of it today when it came in. So I've got to wait until next week to pick up my copy. So get in on Damnation if you have not been reading this book. It has been a great series so far. We are on book number 3 right now. Book number 4, I believe, comes out next week. I'll put in the description if that book is coming out next week. Also, look in the description for Albert's Hot Pick of the Weeks. And guys, that's going to wrap it up for New Comic Book Day for April 4th, 2018. And as always, we want to thank you for tuning in, and we want to give you more with the Geek Corridor.